Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am really excited because I want to be testing out some of the new goodies that I got from Oden's Eye. So I picked up the large Norn palette and I also picked up the URD palette. And this is the one that has all the really pretty green shades in it. And so I wanted to play with this one first. I did see Butte Bean did a look really similar to the one that I had in mind, but I was like, you know what, I'm still going to do the look anyway because I'm still excited to do that look. So I want to play with this today. I did also bring down one of the two highlighters that I picked up, which this is the Mesmerizer Veil of Future. Sorry, the print on it is so weird to read. And it's this kind of like purpley gold mixed up shade. So hopefully that will work for my skin tone. We're about to find out. And then I pulled down one of the Profusion Lip Mosas that I had picked up on a Profusion order recently, so I figured I'd play with that. And then I have a bunch of new brushes from Profusion. So we're going to give all of that a try today. If that all sounds like something you're interested in seeing, stick with me. We're going to get into it right now. So I'm going to take the URD palette and I want to start with Memory and kind of put that all over the lid, and then I'm going to buff this shade Nostalgia just below it to really give like a nice kind of swampy gradient. So I have the green shade on and you can almost barely see it because it's a really light mint, but we're going to go in with that Nostalgia shade and really deepen up most of that area, so that should help make things a little bit more impactful. Yeah, there we go. I feel like the real star of this palette is this dark metallic green, so making something that's like super swampy and smoky so that you can really like highlight that green is the best way to use this palette. And then I'm going to use this like pudgy little domed pencil brush kind of thing. They call it the Small Firm Eyeshadow ES4. And I'm going to go into Past, which is like the dark plummy brown, and just start putting that, kind of placing that in the outer V. Okay, and then I'll go back in with Nostalgia and put a little bit more of that one. Kind of up above this to really blend everything together. And then I'm going to take a completely clean brush and I'm going to dip back into that mint shade Memory and really just buff that into the very edge here. And I realize this is going very, very high, but that's alright. I don't mind having color above my crease, and I hope you don't either. Okay, so then I think we are ready for this like deep swampy green. So let's grab, where's my glitter primer? You guys, I cleaned up my desk. Mistake. I had so much mess here and I had it just the way I liked it. Here we go. And I like, for the glitter glues, Alamar Cosmetics has this really great like flat packer brush. I don't know the name of it, but it was in the set with the green handles. I think it's a trio. And I really like this one for glitter glue. And now while that's wet, hopefully before I crease it too much, I'm just going to grab a clean packing brush and pick up a bunch of that shadow. That looks so pretty. I did use my finger just for the last part of it to kind of smudge it in there, but now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. So that is the upper lash line, which I think looks really pretty. You've got this really good metallic green foily kind of shadow, and then it just kind of fades out into like those swampy browns and greens. I like it. Let's go ahead and get into the face. I'm just going to use up a little bit more of this Becca First Light priming filter primer thing that I have, which good thing I don't really like it because Becca's going out of business. So and I'm gonna go in with this Pacifica A Light Clean foundation. If you guys have the opportunity to try it and you can find your shade, it's a really nice foundation. I know a lot of people though are not going to be able to find their shade because their shade range is trash. Pacifica would be really cool if you made an inclusive shade range for your foundation so that everybody could use it. I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Concealer and Pro Foundation brushes. It's the 56 and 57. This is how ghostly I've gotten from not going outside at all, you guys. I'm so proud of myself for like using up some foundations though, because that was like something I was never doing. And I feel like this foundation will give you definitely like a medium coverage. I would say it's more of like a radiant kind of glowy natural finish, rather than like a matte or just like a straight up natural finish. I feel it's like a little bit more glowy than natural, but not quite as glowy as like glowy. So that's kind of where I fall with this one. Because I'm a ghost now and I don't go outside hardly ever, shade match is a little bit off, but it's alright. We got concealer, we got bronzer. We'll pretend like there's a sun still. Use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Okay. And so that is foundation and concealer. Let me grab some blush and bronzer, and then I'm going to be right back. So I am back. I have my bronzer and blush on, and I think it's time for some highlighter. So I want to use the little Norns highlighter Veil of Future that I pulled out. And it has like this kind of olivey green gold veining running through it, and then there's like a lilac-y purple and sort of a shimmery gray white silver. So it's got a lot of different colors going on. I'm hoping this looks so pretty on. So this is definitely a super soft formula. If you're not comfortable working with such a soft formula, like, I wouldn't recommend this. I know it is limited edition too, so that's the other thing to bear in mind. But even just running like a fluffy brush through this, it almost created like a hard pan slick, so I ended up going back over top of it with my finger to try to pull up some product, and it does still come up, and it builds up pretty nicely, like you can see there on my hand. Can you see on my hand? No, you cannot. If you can only trust me to know that it's there. I can like kind of get it there. There it is. You can see it right there. Can you see it? Yeah. So, yeah, so it's definitely a softer formula. You want to be really, really careful about that. Oh my gosh, what the hell? If you are somebody that feels more comfortable working with like a pure powder product, this is probably not the formula for you. I think if you feel comfortable using like a Super Shock highlighter, this would be something that you would feel comfortable using. Let's finish off the lower lash line. Let's get this like really grungy looking. So I'm going to go in with the small pointed brush and do the Nostalgia shade on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to smoke it out with the larger fluffy brush. And then I'll go in with the little smudger again on the shade Past, which is the plummy brown shade, and just work that in along the lash line. Okay. Alright, so that's kind of what the eye look is looking like. Let me grab black liner and let's do that next. Okay, and I doubt you can even see that at this point, but I did go ahead and use the ColourPop Freckle Pen. This is, what color is this? Dark brown. Just to do some freckles, and I filled in this little like scar that I have here, just to make more of like a beauty mark, because I think that looks kind of cool. We'll go ahead and use the High Glass setting powder. I think I'm going to use, let's see what this Lip Mosh, this shade looks like to decide if we want to use this too. Okay, so definitely a little bit rosier than what I was expecting, although on camera it looks nicer. I would say in person, the lip color looks a little bit more pinky rose than it does on camera. So just something to bear in mind. I think I'm going to take this lip color off and I'm going to do more of like a brownish lip color. So let's do that. Okay, you guys, and this is the final look. What do you guys think? This is not the final look. Where's my mascara? Girl, it's your name even. What are you doing? Let me put on some mascara. You guys, now we have the finished look. What do you guys think? So let me just talk through the couple of products that are new that I just tried here today, and let you know my thoughts. Okay, so the URD palette, I really like this palette. I think the mattes are really nice. This minty shade is kind of challenging for me to have it show up on my skin because it's so close to my skin tone. So this one doesn't show up as well, but I think these two shades are really, really nice mattes, and I think they bring together the other colors. This shimmer is so, so pretty. Ooh, let's pop this on the inner corner while I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty palette, you guys. I can't even complain about it. I do really like this palette a lot, and I think the packaging, like, they did a really good job with the design and everything for these palettes, so I'm really happy with that. The highlighter, I'm gonna have to keep playing around with it. This one is, I think, you know, kind of one of the meant for medium to, yeah, I'm gonna say medium skin tones because this is not gonna work on deep skin tones, I don't think. But it does like kind of get like a hard pan almost because of how soft it is. You can see like the whole top half of this pan is like smoothed over, and the product does still pick up, and you can like push to get product off of it, but I just, the texture is a little bit more challenging to work with. But I do think the overall color is pretty. Like, if you look at the color, I think the color is nice. So I will keep working with this. I did also pick up the one that's like the pinky white highlighter, so if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. The little lip mosa, I think this is a really pretty color, and the packaging is adorable. The only thing is it didn't really fit with this look, so that's why I wiped it off, but it wasn't like uncomfortable or drying. It almost has, it's almost like the Ultra Blotted Lips from ColourPop. It's not a full-on matte liquid lipstick that you're buying when you get one of these. So I think this is really nice as well. These brushes I've used before and I've been happy with them before. I just wanted extras, so I'm definitely happy to have picked up more of those. Everything else is not new products. So that is everything for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye!